Okay, we're doing an unboxing and first impressions of a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. I haven't opened this yet, so my impressions are hopefully going to be quite fresh. You'll see there it's the model with the CruWear steel and the Micarta handles, and both those should be new experiences for me. I don't have any other knives with either that steel or that handle material. In 1996, Spyderco introduced the Military, which was the first production knife with a particle steel blade using CPM 440V. And the intended users for the knife was captured in its title. It was a popular pocket knife for soldiers, outstormen and EDCers. Some of the feedback from users was that it was too big and the liner lock was a little bit dated. So in 2004, Spyderco released the Paramilitary. It was similar in looks to its predecessor, but it featured a new compression lock and an upgraded steel. It used CPM S30V. It was a success, but Spyderco wanted to keep developing and keep improving, and that led to the creation of this knife, the Paramilitary 2, in 2010. So at the moment it's a knife with a 14-year history. They tuned and improved the knife's ergonomics. They added a 4-position reversible pocket clip, smoothed out some sharp corners and made a few tweaks. And the knife was an instant hit, and it's remained so for the 14 years so far of its history. And it has to be one of the most popular EDC folding knives ever. So trying to review it or trying to find something new to say about it, it feels like trying to introduce and review a Big Mac. My own background, I've had the Para 3 for about a year now. It was one of the first few knives I bought, and at the time I bought it, it was by far the most expensive knife I'd ever purchased. So I sort of mollycoddled for it for a bit. I was a little bit concerned about using it because of what I'd invested in it, but I'm getting over that, the financial pain. It was a long time ago now. I've moved on, so now it's getting some use. And I bought this particular Paramilitary 2 because I don't have any other knives that use CruWear steel, and I don't have any other knives at this stage that also have Micarta handles, so I'm interested in having both of those experiences. Okay, we're going to move to the unboxing. As I think I said earlier, I haven't opened this box yet, so this is going to be a new and somewhat fresh experience for me. Alright, so sealed and, well, it's not sealed, it's open plastic, but it comes in a plastic bag with some desiccant moisture sucker. I can't remember the proper name of that stuff right now. We get a cute sticker. The edge is a ghost. Propaganda. And more propaganda. I will have a read of that later on, because the brochure is model specific. Okay, we're going to move to the actual knife itself. First impressions, I do like that colour on the handle. There you've got the finish and the centering of the actual blade and the handles. That looks excellent to my eyes. There we have the blade. I'll try and do a sharpness test straight out of the box, but I normally stuff this up. I find it a bit tricky to do with the camera in the way. Oh, that's excellent. I've had a quick look over the knife. I don't see any issues at all with its construction. And also the tactile feel of the micarta. Granted, I've never had a knife with micarta handles before. It's beautiful. It's got a textile or a fabric feel to it, but it's obviously a very strong, robust substance. It's very pleasing to hold. Now this has been done over 1,000 times before, but there you go, there's a size comparison between the Para 3 and the Paramilitary 2. I'll put some stats up for this particular model for you to pause and read, and I'll run through them myself after that. So we have a blade length of 3.47 inches or 88 millimeters. The closed length of the knife is 4.82 inches or 122 millimeters. Overall length 8.29 inches or 211 millimeters. The cutting edge is 3.05 inches or 77 millimeters. Blade thickness 0.145 inches or 3.7 millimeters. The blade material, well, this model, it's CPM CruWear tool steel. Blade style is described as clip point, and the blade grind described as full flat. The blade finish satin, the blade edge plain, and the handle material canvas micarta. The locking mechanism, well, that's pretty standard. It's a compression lock, and you have multiple options for placing your pocket clip. Weight of the knife 3.99 ounces or 150 grams, and proudly made in the US of A. Just some basic Google search I did about CPM CruWear steel. Its alloy composition features less carbon and chromium than D2 steel, but more vanadium and tungsten. That's supposed to promote the formation of more vanadium carbides, giving it enhanced wear resistance. And at the same time, its lower carbon content reduces its overall carbide volume, making it tougher than D2 steel. Despite having this reduced carbon content, CruWear also has a higher attainable hardness than D2 steel, which goes up to HRC 65, thanks to the secondary hardening response created by the tungsten and molybdenum in its alloy mix. CruWear also tempers at a higher temperature range than D2. D2 tempers at 400 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. CruWear tempers at 900 to 1050 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's more compatible with night riding, PVD coating and similar surface treatments. It retains its hardness after these processes, making it more suitable for that purpose than D2. So there you go, a quick unboxing and a quick run through of the first impressions and some of the stats regarding this knife. I'll wrap things up now because my dog's just done the worst fart. I gotta go.